What I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Strike 25!
56!
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
On third down, Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Allen. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Back's mine.
Here's Allen. That's complete to Sharp. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I don't think you got it, sir. Check. 53's mine. Check. 50.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Defense wins championships, baby. 1st down. Ready to go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
At the 41-yard line. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man Sharp complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game. Albrecht Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Draw play. Ingram now. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack lunch.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they go.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
Result of the play.
Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think there's one up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and...
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown.
Boston Scott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Ingram again. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7. Allen looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now this throw caught left side. The end result, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is caught. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd and goal, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
Allen's pass complete to number 80. Touchdown, Detroit. Aldrich Rosa.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, check 52.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. And it's caught by Parker. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We want it. Come to my world.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, Keith. Good job, Keith.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Let's go, Danny. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On first down, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Let him know.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing now is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. from 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Sanders now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he comes back with one complete. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To the air, Allen going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
52. Exit. We got double tight.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Watch the run, watch the run. Over.
Allen going to throw, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 8 yards out, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out and can't get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can't get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make